Hi guys, welcome to Snake Nook. I'm Vani and with me I've got Misty. She's my subadult spotted python, the little Misty. So I just got home from work a little while ago and I decided to hang out with little Misty for a bit. And actually today's topic is all about the spotted python and why the spotted python may be a good pet snake for you. So we're actually going to take a look at some stellar footage and we're gonna talk about the spotted python. So if you're looking to get a pet snake that stays rather small, something that not everybody has, well, you're just gonna wanna stay tuned.
Well, here we are with Stellar. He's on the cat tree. Stellar is also a subadult spotted python. He's my male spotted python. And as a matter of fact, he had a shed and he went potty, so I have to clean that enclosure. But it looks like he shed last night or early in the morning because it is afternoon time and the shed is pretty dry. It looks good. I think he had a pretty good shed. I think I'm just missing maybe part of the head. The shed piece that could show me the eye caps, and so I'm gonna have to go back and look for that in the enclosure as I clean it. But here's Stellar. He's hanging out on the cat tree, and I placed that tissue box right there just to give him a little obstacle course, if you will. Just something for him to explore if he wanted to, maybe go under the box or even in it, that's okay. But here is Stellar, and he is almost full grown. I think he and Misty are about a year away from being adults, as they're both about the same age. I think Stellar, though, is a few months older than she is. He is 2.5 years old, and spotted pythons, guys, they reach adulthood between the ages of 3 and about 3.5 years old. That's when they hit adulthood. Breeding age is another matter. So they reach sexual maturity at about the age of 2.5 and possibly even younger. So when they are about 2.5 to 3 years old, they can reach sexual maturity at that point. And when they are full-grown adults, they will pretty much max out at about 4 feet in length, and some specimens will be even shorter than that in length. But overall, the spotted python has a pretty docile and generally pleasant temperament. In their native land of Australia, they are commonly kept as pet snakes, and I can certainly see why. These guys are pretty easy to care for, easy to handle. They're pretty cool snakes. But here in the United States, I don't think that they are as popular a pet snake species as they are in their native land. But I think that they are worth looking into. I really do. I think we can give the royal pythons a break, and people that are looking into starting maybe a breeding project with snakes could consider the spotted python. They are certainly easy to care for. I think that I think these snakes, could make really good pet snakes for the novice keeper, that's for sure. I think that they're fairly easy to care for. So I'll tell you how I keep mine. So mine are both living, and they each have their own habitat in a 36-inch by 18-inch by 18-inch EcoFlex enclosure. And I use newspaper for their substrate. I don't fuzz too much with humidity or anything like that. I just keep their water bowl full, and when they are in shed, I'll do some occasional misting. Maybe add a second water bowl if I think that humidity is just really low, like less than 50%. I could just stick in a second water bowl in there. And they will have some pretty good sheds, and they're not fussy, really. They eat just about anything. They're really good. They're really good eaters. They will eat. Do you hear Speckles? That is my leopard frog in the background. Okay, Speckles. He had to chime in and put in his 2 cents about the spotted python. Oh, well, now I'm off track. But anyway, I keep their warm side at about 85 to 87 degrees. Their cool side, well, that's pretty average at around, I would say, 75 degrees. And they do really well. Yeah, so as you're learning about spotted, I'm trying to get Stellar to go into the little cave, but he's giving me some pushback. And yep, we're just gonna have Speckles, my little leopard frog, giving us a little bit of a concert, if you will. Yes, Speckles, we can hear you trilling in the background. Anyway, so spotted pythons, I think, are awesome little pets. And if you are considering to own one of these beautiful snakes, I think that they are certainly worth the investment. You'll find them at around the $200 mark, about $200 to $250 price tag, something like that. It just depends who you're buying them from, and the price can vary, it can fluctuate, and you can even find them for under $200. And then if I don't know if there's any kind of variation in their patterns, they might even be at about 300, maybe a little more. So overall, a rather affordable pet snake when compared to other Australian snake species. So I got Misty, the one that's in the intro and outro. That's my female spotted python. She's from BHB Reptiles. And Stellar, and I got her when she was really young. I think she was like 3 months old. And Stellar I acquired as a yearling from Repmart. So I'm going to go ahead and get Stellar home. I do need to check in on a couple other enclosures and see who else needs to come out for a little while I do some cleaning work in their homes. So let's go, Stellar. Now, keep in mind that both Stellar and Misty are very different personality-wise. They just are. Like Stellar, I have to watch every move a little more closely. I have to be pretty, careful how I approach him, how I hold him, how I interact with him, because he's just a bit of a more cautious little fellow and isn't too keen on handling sometimes. Whereas Misty is just a sweetheart and she's just easy peasy to handle and always has been. Don't forget that snakes are individuals. Even within a species, you will find a lot of individuality. I certainly recommend the spotted python for people looking for a pet snake that is a little different, and not everyone has one.
Well, there you have it, guys. I hope this video helps you to decide if the spotted python is a good pet snake for you. If you're looking for a smaller python species, a species of snake that is not so commonly kept, I hope that you decide on the spotted python. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at Snake Nook. Thank you so much for staying with us to the end of the video. We certainly appreciate your company, and we hope to see you here again next time. Y'all have a good one. Bye.